What's up, guys? I'm gonna make a quick video on how to set up the Roban 700 HSM 70, your 700 mechanic. I'm gonna do a pretty quick video this time just because I'm sure many people are running the 6250HX fly bars unit on this. As far as I've seen, some people are concerned on how to set it up. I'm gonna just show what I've done. So here's my servos. This is the version 2 Black Hawk, the same one from my previous video. Haven't done much to it, been lazy, been working on other helicopters, but here we're gonna have my setups on my forward programming on my IX-12. First things first, system setting, guys. Oh, sorry, actually, model setup. You're gonna go to frame rate. You can choose 11 milliseconds, or it'll say hybrid 11 /22 milliseconds. RF mode, automatic. Swash plate type, normal. Telemetry will auto configure when you bind. Flight mode setup. This is for your hold switch. It's going to be switch 1 for my flight mode setup. I'm going to select my flight mode with switch B. Switch 2 inhibit. My hold switch is going to be my H switch, and it's going to activate on position 1. Next one that's important is channel assign. Channel assign is going to control your stability modes and where you can activate them on individual flight modes. So if you want that, you're gonna have to activate it. Select channel 7, which is aux 2, and select flight mode. Gear inhibit. Everything else leave the way it is. Now you're done with this portion of the setup. Now your RF will turn back on. Bind your helicopter. Make sure you bind both receivers, your serial and your remote receiver. You're gonna go to model adjust. Servo setup. Don't move anything here. Make sure everything's normal. Nothing's reversed. Everything's 100. Everything's the way it should be. On all the options up here. Travel, subtrim, speed. Everything has to be normal. Nothing reversed. The pitch curve that we're running for the Robans is this. So for hold, I have 40, 45, 50, 75, 100. The more negative you put, the more it's going to bind. There's very little space for this helicopter to, very little cyclic collective. You only want to start messing with positive. Only negative I use is just so I can descend a little faster in case of an emergency or anything, you know. You want to have that advantage to descend pretty quick. It also helps to spool it up on the way down. Not that it'd be something efficient as compared to like an Align or any other helicopter when you're doing an auto. I don't even think this thing will auto. So normal, we have 40, 45, 50, essentially the same pitch curve set through all stunts.
Timer stop.
Mixing is going to be your panic. Just go ahead and copy this. If you don't want to fly with stability and you want to just have a panic. Gear to gear, to other radios might say gear to gyro, which would be like your DX or older radios. 125 0, negative 100, switch I activates on position 1 when you apply the switch, and that'll be your panic. Gyro. You're gonna set gyro. When you're first starting, it's gonna say normal, or it's gonna give you another option. I think curve. I'm not sure what it is, but select gyro and then select normal. Select switch flight mode. Select 75% for all your flight modes, and then channel gear. We're gonna proceed to forward programming now. So now it's plugged in, and
Timer stop.
here's the way it looks. That swatch plate moves a good amount. Nothing binds, guys. Here's all the way down. Got some negative. I just need to change one of my levers, my servo arms. It'll hit behind here. I can cut like a notch open. Anyways. So here we have it. Let's go back to forward programming because it needs to be plugged in. I gotta do this pretty quick. So get out. Gotta reset this, and we're gonna go back to model adjust. Forward programming is there. Apply hold. Throttle all the way down. You're gonna have your first thing we're gonna do is swatch setup. Go to swatch plate. We're gonna do our output setup. For these servos, I have 333 hertz type. 3 servos, 120. Direction. We have reverse, normal, normal. Subtrims are all 0. I center my swatch and level it out with the links. E-ring phasing decay, don't touch that. Tail rotor, output. I have for my servo that I'm running 560 hertz. Direction, normal. Subtrim, negative 18. It's gonna vary with the length of your tail push rods and your servo arm and servo. Travel, 4828. Again, it's gonna vary. Make sure it doesn't bind. This is phasing. I don't think I have anything. 0. Free comp is left alone as well. Throttle. These are your offsets. Make sure you have hover to 65%. Capture your fail safes at your throttle stick all the way down. This essentially is going to be, it won't allow tip over until you reach 65% throttle. At the 65% mark position at the throttle stick. All my offsets are set to 0 so it can output maximum power. Flight mode, aux 2, gain channel, gear, output channel 6, field ID, there's nothing here, inhibit. Gyro settings, next one, orientation, guys. I have position 5, it's mounted right at the back with the pins to the back. You want to select the one that suits your application. Just the way the helicopter is facing forward, just make sure you select the position of your orientation of your flyboardless unit the way you installed it and match it to this. That way you can correct the gyro can correct the right way. Calibrate your gyro with it in the model, and then if you need to trim it out for stability, you go to safe, add it to trim. If it's going to the left or right, then you start adding these and it'll correct and keep it centered. Stability, have gain is 50. The gain is going to be only for stability. How fast it returns to center, how fast it snaps back to center. Envelope is how many degrees it allows you to tilt forward. I have 65. I don't go more than what I have on my roll and my pitch. I actually have 75, so I can max fly it at 75 degrees, but that's pretty fast. 65 is a pretty good amount, and it'll go pretty fast. Fight some good air. Here's where you choose to activate your stability. I have stability active on hold. You turn off hold and you start going through your switches. It's activated on sometimes it terminates. Just reconnect, put hold and reconnect it.
ESC 24 volts.
These go back to safe. Stability.
24 volts. Normal.
Hold off. Normal on.
Timer
This is
start.
stunt 1 on.
Stun 2.
Stunt 2 off.
Normal. ESC 24 volts. Hold.
So now
ESC 24 volts.
we have, and then you can also calibrate your setup here.
24 volts.
Calibrate. Begin, and then it'll calibrate.
ESC 24 volts.
And that's all, guys. That's all you need to
ESC
do.
24 volts.
Just make sure you make your adjustments mechanically right. Get a pitch gauge on here,
24 volts.
and you should be fine.
ESC 24 volts. ESC
Thank you guys
24
for
volts.
watching. Here's the Black Hawk once again.
ESC 24 volts.
Awesome kit. Go get one. Make sure to get your center of gravity nice and centered too. That way it doesn't lean to the back too much. It's pretty